Man, if y'all ain't never been to no HBCU sporting event, you tripping. You got to go to an HBCU sporting event. I almost got lost in the music. I almost gave you the whole song. Hey, I'm telling you, man, you got to go to an HBCU sporting event. Some of the best. It's one of the best times you'll ever have. But all right, Morehouse, I had to do that because we're talking about an HBCU spotlight. And, you know, HBCU bands be putting it down, right? So Morehouse's Tyrius Walker is on the Knicks Summer League roster, a step closer to his NBA dreams. Tyrius! So Tyrius Walker wanted to quit basketball. Most schools thought he was too small. The coach who had originally recruited him to Jacksonville State ended up getting fired. He was done. I had already stopped playing basketball after I figured it was over with, Walker reclaimed. And Morehouse coach Grady Brewer just came to my house and was like, "Don't give up. You're going to get where you want to be. Just stay patient." And that's exactly what he did. Every doubt, slight, and shout, Walker took to the chin. It fueled him. And thank God, too. Walker's 22.8 points per game in the 2017-2018 season played a crucial role in leading the Morehouse Maroon Tigers to the best start in school history. 4 years after contemplating retirement, he's earned the opportunity of a lifetime, a spot on the New York Knicks Summer League team. "I feel like people are waking up now," Walker said, "but I'm definitely still going to do what I do and let it go from there. I just want to show New York and the rest of the team that I can bring winning back to their coach." For Walker to become only the second player in Morehouse history to play in the NBA, he'll have to first make a mark in the Las Vegas Summer League. His first opportunity will come against his hometown Atlanta Hawks, pitting the Southern Intercollegiate Athletic Conference product against freshman sensation Trae Young. Get him, Tyrius. Get Trae Young, Tyrius. Forget Trae Young. Get him, Tyrius. Get him, man. That's what I'm talking about. You're probably reading this and already doubting Walker's ability. I ain't doubting him. Hey, you're going to dunk on Tyrius Walker, going to dunk on Trae Young, and put his nuts in Trae Young's eyebrows. Tyrius Walker dunking on Trae Young. I'm going to say it right here, right now on the fix. Tyrius Walker dunking on Trae Young. Okay? Don't, or maybe you should. If his Morehouse career was any indication, Walker loved when the odds were against him. "Whoever doesn't give him an opportunity will regret it, in my opinion," said Brewer. "I've coached professional basketball players, Elmore Spence, Harold Ellis, Larry Lewis. The latter two were from Morehouse. I kind of got an idea of people who have it, and I think Tyrius has it. That's it. That it has been on display since day one. The Maroon Tigers were coming off a 7-20 season when Walker arrived on campus during the fall of 2014. The next season, the Maroon Tigers went 15-10, in large part because of Walker, who led the team in scoring with 14.8 and 2.8 assists, basically at 15 points and 3 assists a game, as well as 7 other categories en route to being named the SEAC Freshman of the Year. Tyrius! Academic ineligibility limited him to only 11 games during his sophomore season, but he wasn't fazed. He bounced back the next year, leading Morehouse to an 18-10 record while collecting a slew of accolades in the process. He's a gamer, Brewer said. When the lights come on, he's going to get it done. His potential, it really, really, really hasn't been seen. This guy is special. Watch Walker play for any amount of time, and it's not difficult to point out why he dominated at the Division II level. Call it hunger, aggressiveness, vindictiveness. The 6'1" guard just wasn't cut the same. 6-year NBA veteran Kyle O'Quinn saw almost immediately at last summer's inaugural National Basketball Players Association Top 50 camp. O'Quinn, who played 4 years at Norfolk State, was impressed by Walker's scoring and playmaking ability and something else. He had a little chip on his shoulder, O'Quinn said. He wanted to prove people wrong and just prove that he belonged. I know coming from an HBCU, you got to have that mentality, because if you don't, you'll get labeled as a small Division I, Division II player. I think he had his mindset straight coming out his senior year. Knicks scouts saw this flourish. Knicks scouts saw this firsthand when Walker put up a career-high 47 points in the overtime victory against Benedict College. He couldn't, or better yet, wouldn't be stopped, as he scored all 11 of his team's overtime points. That's what's up, Tyrius. He's always his best when his best is needed. He always tell me during the year, don't worry, coach, and at the end of the game, I don't have to worry. I didn't have to worry because he'd do it. The bigger the game, the bigger he was going to be. Still think Walker isn't the real deal? Ask a junior. Walker outdueled future All-SEC guard J.J. Frazier in an exhibition matchup against the University of Georgia. No game, however, matched the intensity of Morehouse's matchup against cross-campus rival Clark Atlanta. Think of it as the historically black college version of Duke and North Carolina, right? In his 7 games against the Panthers, Walker lost only twice while averaging just under 23 points on 46% shooting and 7 rebounds. Walker's knack for showing up when it mattered was a crucial selling point for Darryl Comer, the Morehouse products agent. You have to take it into consideration that he accomplished on that level as far as scoring records, as far as big games, as far as how he competed, and when he played Division I teams and held his own, like when he did against University of Georgia. Comer said he played against some high-level competition and shown on film that he can hold his own. Although no one questioned Walker's ability to score, it was his ability to create opportunities for others that drew some concerns. The Knicks flew Walker out to New York for a workout on June 5th in an effort to see how he measured up against players from Division I schools. One of the highlights included a game of 3-on-3 featuring the likes of Billy Preston and Jalen Barford. In his first time in the big city, he didn't back down. I guess they felt like I was a scoring guard, but they saw that I can create for others and make everyone else around me better too, Walker said. The Knicks and Hawks face off Saturday, so that's tomorrow. So the first day of Summer League play. He'll be playing against several highly touted draft picks, including Young, Michael Porter Jr., Muhammad Bamba, and Robert Williams. A tough matchup, of course. Young was taken 5th overall in June's NBA draft for a reason, but this wouldn't be the first time Walker has decided the Doubters, and it definitely won't be the last. So y'all know how we got to do around here on these Thick Sports podcasts when we doing our HBCU Spotlight. Tyrius Walker, for all the work that you put in, all the grinding that you did, all the overcoming that you did, everything that you went through. You led Morehouse from out of the dumps of being garbage to being a formidable team with your scoring, with your playmaking ability, with you making others around you better, with your assisting and all that. So everybody, go ahead and get up on your feet. I want my homeboy in a little shirt. Go ahead and get everybody ready. Put your hands together for Tyrius Walker. Y'all know how we do it. All ready. All right. Tyrius. I love to hear stories like that. I love to hear stories. See, that's what this is why I do my HBCU spotlights. Because for one, we got to make sure that we showing love to people from our community, and 2, somebody got to do it. Damn it, right? Somebody got to do it. So I say, hell, why not be me, right? So that is our HBCU spotlight. So y'all make sure y'all be on the lookout for Tyrius Walker, and I hope that Tyrius Walker actually can make a spot on the New York Knicks roster and not just be on the Summer League team. So it's really going down. Dun dun dun. Now it's time. It's time for the weekly rant. And I got to go in on these soft-ass soccer players. So, Naymar Jr., starting with you in these soccer players. Come on now. I understand there's strategy in soccer players rolling around on the ground, trying to get yellow cards and red cards and stuff pulled on players, because if you get a red card and yellow card and all these things, that player can be kicked out the game, and then they have to sit out the next match, and it's got all type of long-term ramifications and all that, yada, 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 yada. I dig that.
I dig that. But we gonna need y'all boys to stop acting like some little ass kids out there on that goddamn soccer field, and just because soccer players, like I literally, I'm watching the game, I'm watching the match. I literally see the soccer player get kicked in the shin pad, not in an exposed part of his leg. He's literally kicked in the shin pad, and the motherfucker grabbed his shin pad and rolled around on the ground for like a minute as if somebody shot him. And I'm sitting there like I'm already almost bald head. My hairline on LeBron, right? And I'm like, bruh, I want to pull out the rest of the hair that I have because I'm looking at these soccer players like, you got to be kidding me. Like, you have got to be kidding me. You mean to tell me, because I know soccer players do this, but it's extreme. And so now what prompted this weekly rant is, like I said, I love Brazil. I fuck with Neymar and them. But Neymar's fiasco was so bitch made that they created articles in the whole news stories and headlines around Neymar, as good as he is, rolling around on the ground for 3 minutes, quote unquote, allegedly faking like he was hurt. But it's just like, it's the thing that soccer players do on a regular basis. It's like, get your goddamn ass up off that goddamn ground, man. So you mean to tell me rugby players are literally basically rugby players playing hood football, structured hood football with no pads? That's what rugby is. Like we used to call it bus meat. That ain't, now that I'm older, that ain't the best name for a football game, especially for a whole bunch of boys who like women. So the name of the game was bus meat. But nevertheless, we played bus meat, and we either played it in the grass or in the streets. Or even in the streets, we played something called sideline stick when we played football in the streets. So basically what sideline stick is, the football game is happening on the concrete because that's the most room we got. But it's grass on the sidewalk areas on the side that's around the concrete. So if you get caught on the side and sideline stick, bam, we get to tackle you. So I'm setting this up for you, right? So you got hood football, sideline stick, and just regular tackle football. Then you got bus meat. Then you got rugby. And then you got all these other things with no pads. And you get hit and you get up. But soccer players get hit and roll around like they just got shot. And we all know it ain't that sick because you'll get up and then run it off. And then just run around like nothing happened. Let that ball come back to him. The whole injury just disappeared. And it's like, God damn, soccer players, stop this. Stop doing what you're doing, soccer. That's not good for a novice like me. Somebody like me, I'm more of a novice. I'm not gonna say I'm a novice because I literally look forward to watching the World Cup. I like to watch soccer. I even watch international soccer. Now I'm not gonna lie, I don't watch American soccer. I don't really watch the MLS. I mean, the Major League Soccer. Yeah, MLS, Major League Soccer. I don't watch that. I just don't think American football is the best brand of football or football soccer to watch. I just don't. But I do like to watch soccer, and I catch games time to time, and I do see some things that happen. But for the most part, for the soccer players, for the people who tune in every now and then to soccer, to see soccer players just rolling around on the ground like somebody's just shot them is frustrating. It's unsettling. It's unnecessary. It's like, why are you guys doing this? Why? Get your goddamn ass up. Get up. So you mean to tell me you got tripped? You got tripped, and now life is over because you got tripped? You can't tell me life is over because you got tripped. So you mean to tell me you the first person, you soccer players are the first people to be tripped ever? Are you the only people to ever be tripped? And if I hit you in the part of your leg where you actually got padding, what the hell? Like I've seen a soccer player be kneed in the chest and get up. But he get tripped, and he had like somebody didn't cut off his shins, and I'm like, man, look. Like I say, I get the strategy behind. I'm trying to draw a yellow card on this player, because if I can get you 2 yellow cards, you out. But come on, man, like y'all got to stop acting like y'all ain't athletes, man. That's why people don't respect soccer players like that, especially in America. We don't respect soccer players like that because we think soccer players are soft. They're paid great. They're greatly paid. Black people, put your kids in the soccer. Black people, put your kids in soccer. But come on, goddamn soccer players, stop being soft. Stop. You like, come on. You can't like, ain't nobody cut you, ain't nobody shoot you. You wasn't really hit that hard. You just got tripped. Like, this ain't your first time being tripped. And like, how many like the first game that Brazil played, like Neymar was getting his ass whooped, but come on, but Neymar and all you other soccer players, look, stop that shit. Get your goddamn ass up off the ground, man. You're a grown-ass athlete, a grown-ass man who's an athlete, who is among the best in the world, and y'all act like this. Y'all act like, man, like I can go out right now in my community and watch a community league youth soccer game, watch little baby girls, little 5- and 6-year-old girls get tripped and all types of stuff happen, and they get their ass right back up. So how you got young little 5- and 6-year-old girls who would get tripped? So they get hit in the face with the ball, all types of stuff can happen. They'll get right back up. But y'all grown-ass, big-ass men, you get tripped one time, somebody kick you in your leg or something like that, and you act like it's over. Like I was saying with Cam and Mike, I'm a football player. I played football all my life. Half that stuff that y'all call injuries, please, you try to bring that to the football field, you'll be laughed out of the sport. So the moral of this rant is, soccer players just soft. They be acting soft. Soccer players be acting soft, and when they stop doing that shit, that'll make the game a little more favorable, a little more respectable, a little more watchable. Even though I do like soccer, but that takes away from the game to me. I hate watching that. That's what prompted this rant.